Okay, so I hope I would be audible properly and we will start in next 3 minutes. Until that time, you can drop your questions as we have some questions in the earlier sessions. Or if you're having any questions from the earlier session. Well, who is here? You can just drop your name. Well, bypassing rate limit to race condition. Why do you want to do that, man? Well, we'll show you. By the way, I'm making a new video. I think I'll upload it by tonight. I just recorded it, and it is all about using 404 pages to get some accesses. I still have to blur out all the POC videos and all, but we'll show you. By the way, these days we have some good reports on multiple good companies, including, like, see, the economy always pays off, I guess. Having a good understanding of the program, having a look on its, functionalities, all the scopes available can help you a lot. Because in my recent case, I have done that a lot. And honestly, I have got some good reports. Well, let's say I'm waiting for the bounty or just for the responses. It was a good one, in short. I can say that. It was a good one. Which platform is good for beginners? I'll say go for VDPs and then integrity. Not dorking. Nope, it was not docking. Well, I don't know how much or how long this video will be, but let's see. I'll share you some good tactics on this video. Like, see, having a good, approach to a program or sticking to a program is very beneficial, to be honest. Alright, so let's start. Let's start. Wait, I'm too centered in the screen. I still don't know. I don't love this thing. Alright, cool. So, as I said, we have few things. Let's take a look on the things. Now, see, our topic for today's session was how to stick to a target. Now, see, this is really a good topic, to be honest, because having a proper understanding, a proper connection to a target can help you a lot. If I just say I'm not joking, but it can help you a lot because initially we have to do few things on a target. It's not only about just going and taking a look on subdomains. Nope, it won't work like that. And as I have seen, a lot of you are having doubt in the recon video, like what is initial recon and what is organizational recon, right? So we have to take a look on both of these things. Now, before that, let me show you what you need to just take a look on sticking to a target, right? If I just say that how we can proceed or what are the requirements. Now, see, I just don't think anything is a requirement. You just need a decent amount of scope initially. That yeah, you must be having at least 50 plus subdomains, I guess, but these are not mandatory. You need some decent amount of IPs, and after a decent amount of IPs, you can go for a few more things, like let's say a systematical, or you can say a range of functionalities to exploit, because these are the things that are actually gonna matter for you in the end. So if you just choose 10 programs by yourself, then you have to choose 11. Then you have to just find out which is important to you and which would be more impactful to you. You have to focus on these two things. So recently I was having a program which is not having more than 100 subdomains, having around 23 IPs in Shodan. No ranges, nothing else, but we have reported over, you can say, yeah, we have reported easily over 100, over 40, 43 bugs. I'm just taking a look on it if I can show you the program or what. Yes, so as you guys can see, maybe I can mention it. See, we have reported a lot of bugs onto it. Most of them are into some high severity, few of them are into low severity, but none of them is belonging to P4. This is just P1, P2, P3, and maximum of them are getting trashed because see, you have to approach in such a way that you are not getting the duplicates. Cool. Now see, if you are having a decent scope, I'm just calling it a decent scope, and it would be a very good thing to describe it. Now see, how do we approach a target in a way that we should not get bored of it, or we are not getting like lost in the whole target. So I'll usually suggest this thing. In the previous session we have seen the mapping part, right? That we have to map the whole um, targets, the whole collection of targets to find out the informant or relevant information to us. So if you have seen that in the previous session, we have to find something new or we have to use it. So suppose if you are having 4 domains, have a look on it. I'm not telling you to do fuzzing, nothing for now. Have a look on it and have your methodology, checklist, whatever you have in a systemic way that you know what to do at what point. So if I have this thing on my hand, I'll have a whole plan of it. I won't do it blindly. So suppose if I am having a domain target.com slash xyz, which is giving me 404, just make a list of it. Not a big deal. Find out the technologies first of all and try to fuzz them. The first thing, have a system. When you have a systematic way, you will find a lot of things. If you are done with technologies, take a look on the websites. If you can make a directory from it, use it. Okay. So based on technologies, you can fuzz them out based on plugins, based on services going on there, based on the content there, based on the directories. You can just fuzz them out, and fuzzing all of them out can give you significant amount of information. Firstly, second, I usually not suggest to go to app.domain.com, which might be the main one. I'll say go for some other subsidiary ones which are having functions in them. So if I'm just telling function1.domain.com, function2.domain.com, then I'm having function3.domain.com. So in this type of targets, you might be having some weird functionalities that are not much relevant to the main business, right? But in this type of functionalities, you can find lot of security issues without any hassle. Or if I just specify it more without any, too much of interaction, you can find good number of things there. And that's why I'm telling you to go for the systematically on non-functional domains. Then you can go to the main one. Now see, I'm not telling you to find specific bugs on a service or specific bugs on a website. I'm telling you to just take a look on exploitations of each and every functionality. Suppose if there is a upload on function1.domain.com, or I'm just calling it, if you are having a upload on app.domain.com, it might give you, like you can't upload something, you can't upload .svg, you just have to use any sort of bypass case or something like that, and maybe you can upload some sort of SVG there. So on that note, what you do is simple: save it for later use initially, but along with that, take a look on function word.domain.com. Maybe you can do things that you are not able to do on this domain, and maybe you can import data from your another functional domain to your main domain, and that can do a lot of issues. In many cases we just take a look on main domain and then forget about it, but it is not working like that. We can do few more things on it. All right, it's not like that. We can significantly do a lot of stuffs on it. Now, in the previous session we have seen that yeah, the mapping can help us to do the maximum amount of uh, that can give us the maximum scopes for having a lot of things. So see, let's take a look on the relation between the IP addresses and the main domains, and the main domains that can help you a lot. We also have to take a look on IPs. I'll also tell you about the automation in the next session, but for now take a look on it. Now, if you have this much of content, you can just take a look on all the functions on each and every domain and have a look on them accordingly. I'm not telling you to go blindly on any of them, but have a look on them according to your requirements, according to your you can say according to what you need on that particular domain. That is what important. Now let's take a look on it. Suppose I'm having any target, let's say Samsung. I'm having Samsung mobiles, Samsung domains, right? I'll also take a look on like site colon samsung.com, or maybe I can just do something like this: Samsung displays. Okay, our Samsung displays there. Now see, I have this particular subdomain. I'll just take a look on it, all its subdomain. I'm just gonna do it subfinder hyphen d. Oh wait. I'll do something like this. I have 109 subdomains. I'll just do a simple thing here. I just want the titles. If you're having any doubts, let me know. It's Samsung Multiverse. Wow, what's this? 404, 403, no titles. What is m.samsung display? We can do the same for Samsung. We can also make it like if you know something, we can just make it like grep and find some portals, purchase, and this type of things. It depends on us. So I want to find community. If there is any part of community, or if there is any sort of things that might be useful for me, I'll just take a look on them. So wait. We made a mistake. We have to remove the Samsung display here. So what am I trying to do here is simple. I'm gonna find all subdomains of Samsung, and then I'll just go to find if there's a community page. Because see, when you have a community page on any website, that is very easy in most cases to find security flaws on it, because there are lots of functionalities, and maybe there is a case that they have not done significant amount of work on it, and that's the thing that can give us a lot of benefit on these scenarios. So you have to just take a look on all the subdomains. I'm currently just saw a lot of subdomains of it, kind of aware to it, found few, found reported few, right? It's working like that. But initially, I'll say take a look on the separate things that are not very, very friendly to them. Now, see, it is redacted. MTV is something multiverse. Don't know much about it. There is few logins, SSO logins, error types. Maybe I can type something here. Error type 404. I don't know about this one, so maybe trying something random on its strings might help. Always have a look on functionalities. Suppose if you know about Next.js, you know the SRF going on. If you know the Symfony, there's a easy RC going on there. You can use that thing, right? That's really easy, not too much to worry about. I don't know if I've done this in recently in class or not, but I can say that in few of the classes, not the batches in one-on-ones, I have done a lot of Symfony exploits recently, and they are really easy to find and but good rewarding. We'll show you the one-liner. Don't worry about it. Still, it's going on. If there's a community, it will just tell us. Well, we don't have to wait for anything. We can simply do the waybacks and all these things. One more thing. Always have a look on policy before doing Google Dorking or GitHub Dorking. That's a very quick tip, but use it. For Google Dorking, I just suggest this. Use GHDB and both things are same. I'm not gonna do it. Maybe let's do it some company other than this one. Just I'm having both M1 and M2 both. I use both of them. Suggest a target to do Google Dorking. I'm open for suggestions. You can drop it. I don't know what type of resolutions I use, but it's simple. I currently use these resolutions. See, this is the setup I am currently using. By the way, I will upload this video soon. So this is the M2 I use majorly, and then the other M1 I use. Simple as that. I said just a target if you have something to do Google Dorking on. Okay, let me just choose this one. Why? Why wasting time? Wait. I usually use this file if I have to just take. I usually use this site if I have something to take a quick look on. Directory listing, backup files, logs, database, WordPress. This file is my favorite, and this is just 3 bucket. Index of nothing interesting. .bkp, .bak. Well. Okay, I have two logs disclosed. They might not have much of information. I know that. Forget about it. Hmm. Nothing. I've done dorking on it. Dorking is quite effective on this target. Initially, not only this target, there are multiple targets in which I have found very good results into dorking. Because see, dorking can be a lot of helpful if you know how to do it properly. Because you need lot of things for dorking. It's not only about you have to use these websites and find all the docs, use all the docs. You have to use number of things, number of docs. You have to make your own docs because they might be very helpful. And the main challenge is not only dorking, you have to find out things if they really belongs to the company, if they really are impactful or they are really having, some sort of important things, maybe sensitive things going on to them. Because that's the thing which is going to decide if it is really sensitive, impactful or not. Along with that, if you are not too much into dorkings or all these things, you are not having much of a time. I'll say if you're gonna use automations, you have to know all the manual CVs, all the functional CVs. Because see, when you're gonna use manual, you have to know few things. Because every time you're gonna do manual things, right? You have to work with the maybe using the working on subdomains. It might work, but I'll usually prefer on main domain. So when you're just trying to do dockings and all this stuff, or using automation and in tool, you have to know what types of technologies, what types of things going on in its background. Because see, if I know there is like 10,000 things going on in some sort of program, I'll go for tech detections only. I'll just go to nuclei hyphen L, the list of subdomains hyphen T, go to the HTTP technologies, use all of them, and you will just have the all the technologies there. Because after knowing the technology, you can use the IPs, you can use its IPs to make your own automation. And usually, I'll say for automation, use a VPS or some sort of other laptops if you have. I won't suggest to make a lot of load on your own main device because if automation takes time, there is no issue, but it is gonna just end in a very short time. I don't think it is working properly. It works like that simply. So I was talking about Symphony RC, right? I'm just gonna go with SYM Symphony Exploiter. See, in short, I'll just say that if you have a lot of things now, if you know a lot of things about a target, that's a good thing. Wait, my bookmark is not too good to share. So suppose we have this particular tweet here. Cool. So we have this particular one which is having the plugin give. Cool. We just take a look on all these things to find what is important and relevant to us. Apache Tomcat HTTP request smuggling client side desync. Okay, we have a POC here. We have this CV name here. Okay, okay, let's see what we have. It's a simple exploitation or what? Yes, it's not very complicated. Just the whole client side this thing is mentioned here. If you don't know vulnerability, you can just simply go to the burp and just take a look on it. It's a good one. Burp is also a good resource to learn about vulnerabilities. I'm not saying best option, but it's really good. It can be really helpful. So, in short, what I was telling is Apache Tomcat. Alright, let's go to this page. Well, I have a lot of things. Just go to nuclei, templates, nuke.zip. Now, see, what do we want? I'll just make a new folder here. Mm, let's name it temp detection. I'm just going for Apache. I just want to find Apache. Okay, I don't have any things to go with it. I just want to find Apache Tomcat detection. Tomcat detect, copy it. If I have Symfony. Yeah, it depends how you use nuclei. If you are talking about templates only. If I have Symfony, I might work for Symfony today. I have to find out. Technically, I'm looking for something very specific. Symfony fragment.yml. I wanted this one. I have these two ones, right? I'll just take a look on their location if I want to. It depends on me. But I'll now simply go for any target. Now see, wait, I forgot about it. We found the community pages here. You can try to do things on it if you have all these resources. Is there any resource to get CMS vulnerability? Twitter, buddy, Twitter. I'll say there is nothing or no best resource than Twitter. That's cool, man. Believe me, if you want to. CD downloads. Oh, wait. What we named it? Hmm. Clear templates hyphen main. Cool. Now we can just take a look on a very big list of targets. I'm not gonna find one for myself. Maybe let's just take a look on Orva is having a list, right? Orva GitHub target list. There's a list of targets. I think Orva is supposed to. By the way, this guy's too good to do. Too good at its work. I don't know what was its name. Maybe in the X folder. Okay, these are all the targets he might have hunted on. Updated last year. Well. You can download it. Download zip. See, I don't suggest using this automation as a like everything. I'm not telling you to use it in a mass and just work with all of these things, but just yeah, you can use it if you want to. I'll just open this particular location. If you want to, I'm just demonstrating the actual art that what you can do if you have a lot of things going on, or if you're having a lot of resources, or if you're having a lot of subdomains, you can find or sort out things based on your priorities. I even won't suggest using this. I'll say just take a look on technologies, sort out all the functions and all these things. Let me share a script from one of my batches. I still have to find. See, this is a script, not even a script, I'll say. Okay, okay, this is the one. See, simple. I have added few of them, but it depends what you want to add. So you just have to just give this simple thing like nuclear templates, right? If you want to use all of them, but we are gonna use slash http slash technologies to find a nuke.txt. Now after nuke.txt, you can sort out all the functions here. Like WordPress here, initially you can go for AEM, Nginx, Cloudflare, Akamai, Amazon, Cisco, Jira, Jenkins. Depends on you how much you want to use, what you want to use, and then just sort them out based on what you need. So in our case, I just sort them out what I need. I'll just take a look on what I want to take a look on and exploit them if I can. So you can just make your own automation scripts for it and you can use it. Simple. So we are just gonna do the same, but we are gonna just take a look on these two technologies. Which one is Tomcat and going on for the Symphony. So if I just go to X main, I was going to this location X hyphen main, just sort hyphen U star and just make a all sub x1. Now I have all sub x1 which is having good number of domains. Okay, just copy this all sub x1 to this location because we are just gonna use it. I can just do the nuclei or just let's nuclei. Oh wait, I don't have to go to this directory. Slash temp. Now just take a look on all the things. If there is any symphony, if there is any sort of uh, whatever functionalities are there, I'm just gonna use it for a very different usage. It depends on you how you want to use it, how you want to exploit it, how you want to use it for other purposes. It depends on you. Don't blame me for anything. But yes, that's what we can do. Now that's a way to just figure out all the things, work on them one by one by one by one. And if you're checking something on a domain, then always check the same thing on B domain because you are not very sure that if that might be vulnerable on this platform or other things, but it can be easily vulnerable onto all platforms, or maybe it might be not vulnerable to the first domain. Maybe just take a look on file upload. If it is not performable on first thing, then it might be performable to the second domain using the same tactics. So we don't know what's gonna happen, and that's why we check everything. Simplest thing I can tell for now. All right. So if you have any questions till now, let me know. If I just tell all these things in a conclusion, then I'll say we have to map all of them out. Firstly, secondly, take a look on everything one by one or by flow. Right. Take a look on underrated or not much exposed or not much used according to you. You don't know how much they are using. Not much used domains to have a very, very, very proper understanding of it. All right. And then same for IPs. Have a look on policy. And initially, if you are doing something or willing to spend time on a VDP, do a thing. Report one or two bugs priorly to just see if they are responding in the time they are mentioned or not. Because suppose if I'm just trying to hunt on some sort of VDP, then they might not be responding much, right? They might not be responding easily, or they might not be responding in the way they have mentioned. Like they will respond in 2 days, but you have not response in a week. Then on that case, what you should do? I'll usually just do one or two reports by the docking I found, and then just wait for their response. Even if it's a duplicate, we don't care because that was just to check their responses. All right. Have a look on the responses properly. Someone sent a question in a chat. I have been working on some domain, the file upload functionality, and trying to do the upload the access payload.png with Bob, but not success. Anyone suggest me something? So on file upload, it's not only that you should do accesses, you can do a lot of things. Try to do some other bugs. Now, what I mean by other bugs, you can try to put a fix pixel flood attack. Someone suggested it. I don't know. I don't know if I can show the number. Okay, it will just leak the number. Forget it. If you want to join a WhatsApp group, let me know. I can share link here. And by the way, companies have automated scanner. I agree to it. You will get duplicate. I'm not telling you to find bugs from automation. I'm telling you to find the technologies, sort them out, and you can use it for your own purposes. I'm not telling you to use them to find bugs and do all these things. It is not gonna work like that. Okay, we got some PayPal messages. Wait, I just have to disconnect the camera for a bit. Okay, I had one. What is this? Okay, this is also a good one. If you have any questions, you can drop. I'll be waiting here. If you have any questions, you can drop. I am here for the next 10 minutes. Do we have any questions? Vulnerability checklist, nothing like that. To be honest, I just take a look on functions, try to see if there's an exploitation available or not. By the way, the king you got a doubt solved. Zapier as subfund is enough to find all subdomains. People say collect subdomains from many different sources. Yes. What's wrong in it? I'll say that's the main thing you should do. I'm just using Subfunder because it's quick. And for YouTube Live, I don't want to spend hours on it. But if I just show you a few other screens, you will understand what I've meant to say. Because if I'm doing something on a thing on a target, it might take a lot of time to me to find subdomains only. You have to find subdomains from multiple sources. What's wrong? Based on functionality, what do I check? Then I'll say I'll check multiple things. To be honest, I will check a lot of things. It's not only about something like having 10 bucks or something like that. I'll check a lot of things. Because see, Functionality is the main thing that we're trying to abuse, and that's the user is gonna use. So it depends on you. Whatever you can find it out there, exploit it. And for those who are asking me what things or how can we get the nodes for functions and all these things, you can just search it. By the way, if you have Shodan Premium or if you have Shodan API key, somehow you know what I mean, then have a look on this tool. I'm not using a checklist to be honest. I am not using a checklist. Just take a look on this one. I have mentioned a lot of things here. If you are having some sort of, let's say, OAuth to exploit, there will be all the things or all the checklists for OAuth that you can perform if you want to. It works like that. And as I just said, just got a bounty for X number of dollars, just got it. It was just a simple bug. I'll just name it. I don't have to name it, it's already having a name. But we can just call it some sort of information disclosure that is having a lot of things gathered out here. It depends how good it's a target. Like if I have some target right now, if I might be hunting on, let's suppose, Samsung, then it might take around few weeks until I get bored, or maybe I won't be able to hunt on it anymore because of some reasons. But usually it will take, if there's some good numbers of domain, I can spend months. It depends on few things. It truly depends what we want to do. Anything else, or we will end in the next 6 minutes? Because it's sticking to our target is simple. Just map it out as much as you can and spend the time on it one by one by one. That's simple. I don't think that's quite confusing. And also suggest what topic should we make the next session on. Which topic you would love to just so some underrated vulnerabilities with various ways to test. Underrated vulnerabilities, pixel flood, client side desync, or you can take a look on LLM exploitations if there is an AI integrated, right? Take a look on all these things. Live thing on one day. I won't do it on YouTube live. DM me on WhatsApp. We'll make it tomorrow if possible. Not tomorrow, not possible. Sunday. Let's make it on Monday. Various ways to test it. I'll say, there are multiple vulnerabilities. Don't have all of them on the name. I don't remember all of them in the single name. But there are a lot of things that you can test in a single way if you want to test for something like this. I might suggest going for mm, client side things and request smuggling. There are tools for it. Let me just show you. There's a good tool. Bug bounty master. क्या हुआ? Like, can you just say it again? Yeah, it's a tool by DevParam. You can use it for request smuggling. There are multiple ways to test it, but that's the good one. You can initially test this thing. Bug bounty. Yes, we'll be covering all these things in bug bounty master course. Chill pill about the course, man. That's a good one. I don't have much of a student on it as I wanted to because I just wanted to make that course a little bit more engaging, and that's why we are having that particular course. Simple as that. Any other question? We have just 2 minutes left here. By the way, we have launched a new Recon Bootcamp for 449 or $10. You can just take a look on it in the WhatsApp. I'll be sending the WhatsApp here. See, here is the WhatsApp for it. Let me share the access to a group where you can have all the updates, all the other things, and then I'll end it. And also, if you have any other questions, you can contact me or someone from any team on it. If you have any sort of course inquiries, you can go to this particular number. I've shared it. And those who are asking for functional checklist at how to exploit XYZ functions, have a look on this one, this GitHub repository. And also suggest what is the other or what should be the topic of upcoming live. Let me know. I'll make it that one. So I guess this was for the live. See you guys in the upcoming session and have a great day.